Welcome to Short-Term Rental Success. I'm an author and also a rental property owner in Kansas City, Missouri. At present, I own 4 homes in and around Kansas City. The first is a long-term rental south of Kansas City and the first house I ever owned. The other 3 are all in a row on the same street, with our residence right in the middle. After we purchased our 1899 Victorian in historic northeast Kansas City in 2013, we rented our first house out as a long-term rental. In 2014, we picked up another house for $25, just at the end of our large yard. The journey from purchase to renovation of that house, which we call Cottage West, is summarized here on our website at thecottagebb.com. It became our first short-term rental in 2019. We bought a third house on the other side of our property in 2017, which we call Cottage East. It is currently undergoing renovations and will be available as an STR by the end of 2025. We also have 2 unique short-term rentals, both RV campers, the Hedy Lamarr Vintage Airstream, which went into service as a short-term rental in 2021, and Proud Mary, a 1969 Holiday Rambler currently being renovated that will be available by mid-2024. I have a wealth of business experience, specifically that of customer service, in a variety of industries from over 20 years in administrative, help desk, and customer service positions. My experiences in customer service helped me immeasurably when I jumped out of the corporate world and into the entrepreneurial one, first with a cleaning business in 2005, then later as a professional organizer, author, and community educator. The hospitality business embraces service and professionalism. I have found running an STR to be the perfect position for me. As an introvert, I prefer my exposure to other people to be limited to short bursts of time, and what better way than providing a place for others where they can check in on their own, but have me close enough to help them should they need anything. It's a win-win for me and my guests. Throughout this book, I will use a variety of descriptors, STR, short-term rental, rental property, even Airbnb, to describe my property and yours, with the purpose of renting out on a short-term basis to guests. Short-term rentals can also be an excellent way to make a solid income, pay off your mortgage, and even jumpstart other entrepreneurial endeavors. Thanks to the additional income it has brought, I can now work from home, write my books, and build my author business. I am also here for my children when daycare is closed or school isn't in session, and that has been wonderful. We have a grown daughter, a teenager, and our 2 littles. We recently adopted our foster daughter and our 1-year-old foster son. Having our STRs so close, literally feet away from our home, has meant less expense and less time in just about every way for us. Perhaps you are looking to make ends meet and put a few dollars in your pocket. Perhaps you are miserable in your day job and want to do something, anything, that differs from the grind of a 9 to 5. You may be a single parent who wants to stay at home with your kids, or you may plan to create a rental empire, one property at a time. Do you dream of becoming the owner-manager of 2, 5, or 10 or more properties? You can scale every idea I present up from 1 or 2 to 5, 10 properties or more, and I'm happy to show you how. My goal with this book is to help guide you into creating something of unique value for yourself and for the guests that you host. I want you to be successful, and for your guests to leave you messages like these. I've never been in an Airbnb that was better equipped and organized. We appreciated all the thoughtful touches. Laurel. Christine's home was amazing, filled with art, books, and thoughtful touches. We could feel that this home was a labor of love. Danielle. This was the most amazing time. I thank you for sharing your space, your warmth, and your energy with us. I could not have asked for better hosts. Valencia. I cannot say enough amazing things about this beautiful home. Everything was so thoughtful, from the personal notes placed throughout the house to the notebook detailing the journey of love put into rehabilitating this home to the grounds themselves. If I could give it 10 stars, I would. Sarah. I love your house, and if I had an Airbnb, it would be just like yours. Our other stays on this trip would have been better if they had notes like yours, and if they had been as clean as yours. Martine. These reviews don't get old, not at all. You will see plenty more throughout the book. The feedback from so many happy guests made me realize that, 1, I had tapped into what made guests happy, and 2, I should share that with others. My personal experiences are solely in long-term rentals and short-term rentals of properties separate from, yet next to, my own home. And I'm going to focus on this specific area, short-term rentals, where the guests have the entire place to themselves, rather than branching out into areas I know little about. But even if you intend to use rental arbitrage or share your home by renting out a room or two, I think you will find my book helpful. By the end of this book, you should have an excellent grasp of short-term rentals and how to create a space that is welcoming, hospitable, and encourages repeat business. I will touch on financial concerns, planning for the unexpected, must-haves for every STR, the proper mindset, and more. There are plenty of lists, everything you need to stock each room in your unit, thoughtful additional touches, a cleaning supplies list — I was a professional house cleaner for over 15 years, and step-by-step cleaning advice. I will cover handling problem guests and techniques for dealing with them, what wording you can use to get excellent reviews, how to respond, or not, to poor reviews, outsourcing your cleanings, or how to clean a property properly yourself. We will even touch on the art of the upsell. I will give you some good reasons to list your property not just with the behemoth company of Airbnb, but also on VRBO and others, as well as how you may wish to go about accepting direct bookings. There are pros and cons, and I will discuss them in as much detail as possible. I hope to impart to you a combination of humanity and business ethic that is so necessary to becoming a successful short-term rental owner and host. With kindness and compassion, with clear rules and expectations, you can run a successful, lucrative, short-term rental out of your shared space or separate property. And you can also craft a property that earns gushing reviews like this one. We were floored by the care, consideration, and thoughtfulness that Christine put into the cottage. Staying here made us feel like a part of her and her family's Airbnb adventure. It is easy to see that Christine, Dave, and family are making a true difference in the rebound of their neighborhood. The house was plenty spacious and oh so adorable. We did not want for anything during our stay. Having off-street and gated parking was also a plus. Everywhere we wanted to explore, eat, or drink was all within an easy, short drive. We hope to return and stay longer the next time we visit Kansas City. Nice, isn't it? I get reviews like this regularly. By the end of this book, you will be ready to open your own short-term rental business and welcome your first guests. Welcome to Short-Term Rental Success.